So the legs will make them slightly bigger than the arms. Drag this there. Again, here as well, you don't really need to follow the book. It is what works for you. We hit on reflect, we hit on copy, then we drag this and drop. So we try to match and drop there. So we have most of the basic shapes that we need for our character, right? So the other thing we do is to arrange them and color them. We've not created the hands and the feet, but these ones are pretty simple. With our original rounded rectangle, we can still manage to create the hand, right? And with a copy of this, so that you don't have to always be creating things, you can just use the shapes that you already have to create more shapes. And once you put that there, that already becomes the hand. Maybe just reduce it a bit. Arrange it, bring it to the front. Go to transform, reflect, copy, drag, and drop there. So those are basic shapes for most of the things we need. So for the shoes, we just need to rotate this at 180 degrees, then bring it here, reduce the size till you're comfortable. Arrange, bring to the front, position, copy, and just like that, we've created our character, right? I still feel like the character needs a heart. So what I'll do, I'll ungroup this, then copy this. Sorry, it's my first time to do a tutorial, so I'm having my thoughts mixed up all over. Then we go again, use the shape builder tool, then group, so basically that's our hat. The reason why I prefer to create a hat separately and not just as merged with the head is so that when you are animating and maybe you want to show is a bold character wearing a hat, it's easy for you, right? Right. Now we'll continue with arranging the shapes. So like these two need to go to the back. Yes. These two as well need to go to the back. Okay, we'll retain that for now because I've seen it might get confusing for you. Yeah. So now for coloring, mostly I use color palettes which are free on downloads. You can always download a color palette. For the skin, I usually download skin tone color palettes. So I intended to create an African character. So for an African character, depending on what you want. So I won't give him a very dark skin or a very light skin. So for the face, I usually do that. Then the neck, I make the neck slightly darker to show perspective that and also the ears to show perspective that the character, the neck, is in a low lit, not well lit part of the body compared to the other parts. The hands, depending on which side of the hands, you can always maintain the color of the face on the hands or lighter. Either you maintain the color of the face or you make it lighter, depending on what you want to achieve. Good. Now for the torso, there's something I'd forgotten to do, so I'll simply copy this. What I had forgotten to do was to create the upper part of the trouser so that it looks like a more realistic trouser. So with the shape builder again, I use that too. You'll understand what I'm doing when we get to the part where we color the rest of the body. So with that, I've created the upper part of the upper part of the trouser. So for clothes, again, I usually look for different color palettes. You can bring in an image that has different color palettes, then simply color. So for that, for the trouser, giving a darker color for the trouser. For the shoes, It all depends on what you want for the shoes. But a simple black always works. For the shirt, if it's a long sleeved shirt, it's a long sleeved shirt, you don't need to stress, just maintain the color of the torso on that. So for the hat, can do a different color like a red. So again, you can bring color palette for red, so you get to choose what kind of red entices you. So again, in this part, you can also choose yes. For the eyes, let's zoom in. The eyes are simple. Can work always work with simple white and black eyes. No need to complicate things, especially if you're a beginner. The nose, since the nose is part of the head, you can always give it a darker color just for it to stand out, so that it does not get darker color or lighter color, or a gradient depending on what you want. So for the mouth, you can always do a red color for the tongue. And so that's pretty much it. We've already created our character. Yeah. There was nothing much for that. You can always delete. These are the shapes to clean up. Yeah, to clean up. So that's our character. You can give it a name. Just as simple as that. Oh, I'd forgotten. If you needed to create a beard, by now you guessed right, and by now it's obvious for you. You know what to do. And that is what you need to do. You remember our shape builder tool? Yes, I know you do. You delete that. Delete that. Give it a black color. Drag it here. Then arrange, send backward. Sorry, there's something here. I need to bring to the front first, so that when I place this, you see, as simple as that. Our guy has a beard. So you can lower it down just a bit, so that our nose is not blocked. You getting what I'm saying? Just like that. We've created a character. He has a hat, he has a beard. We can arrange this to come to the front, so that, yes, you know, the mustache that goes under the nose, like Charlie Chaplin's. You getting what I'm saying? So, basically that's our character. That's the simple steps I use sometimes to To do character design,